we're supposed to be getting a big trash dumpster delivered to our house so we can start knocking down this brown shed on our property. And it's full of trash in there as well, so that's going to be a project on its own. I think we're supposed to get the dumpster for like 7 days, and I'm not sure if we'll get it done by then or if we'll have to extend the rental. But we're also going to work on clearing out this shed up here. This is going to be eventually our farm shop, but there's a bunch of junk in here that came with the home, and then junk that we've been piling up in here as well. So while we have the dumpster rental, we'll get rid of all of the old mattresses and junk in here that we won't be using. So this will eventually be all cleared out. We'll try to save like whatever wood and useful things that we want to keep in here, like the ladders and random chairs and stuff. This is where I'm temporarily keeping the little roadside farm stand as well, so it doesn't get rained on. So we have to clear this out, and then we'll show you how this brown shed looks in the inside as well. I think I've showed it on a video or maybe on a YouTube short before, but the shed itself looks nice from the front, but it's not salvageable. We wanted to try to fix it up and use it for something else, but I don't think we'll be able to, so we're gonna just try our best to knock it down by hand and throw out all of the materials. So let's check it out inside. This used to be a work shed for the previous owner of the house. And there is still some like tools and stuff in here, but the shed itself is not able to be saved. It looks like it started caving in, so we're gonna try to just knock the rest of it down and throw out as much as we can and keep whatever we think we can save. There's wood in here, some tools, old doors, all kinds of things in here that we have to clear out. This is what it looks like from the back, so you can see where it started caving in. And then if we have the time and the space in the dumpster, did they say what size it would be? The 20 yard, 30 yard? The dumpster, what size it would be?
30 yards.
30 yard dumpster. If we have space, we also have trash in the back of the property. I don't think we will get to this time around, but if we do have space and time, then we'll take advantage of renting the dumpster and get rid of some of the trash back there too. But for right now, the main priority is getting this as much as possible knocked down and thrown out, and then clearing out that front shed, the front garage in the front of the house that will eventually be our farm shop.
Now for real.
I don't think that is. Let's wait. That's some like original glass right there. That's some old-fashioned glass. You can tell the
It's probably rotted if it is. Alright, so day one of demo of the brown shed is complete. We got the whole thing torn down, and we kind of just made piles, broke apart all the big walls of the shed into smaller pieces. So that is what it looks like now. These are the raspberry bushes that were in front of the brown shed, and everything else is all piled up. We haven't heard back yet if we're getting the dumpster today or tomorrow, but it's for sure sometime this week. So we just kind of broke everything apart, make it easier to put inside of the dumpster. I'm not sure how big. I think we rented a 20-yard dumpster. Not sure if all of this stuff would fit. So our plan is to fill up the dumpster as much as possible with things that are not wood, because we do have other trash on the property we want to get rid of as well. So try to use the dumpster for non-wood material and then start piling up the wood in there. Unless it starts looking like it won't fit, we might just do like a huge burn pile. And here in Maine, you have to get a burn permit to be able to burn wood, especially in large quantities. So that's probably what we're gonna do. Use up the dumpster for as much non-wood material as possible. Then probably put wood in there until we fill it up to the tippy top. All right, it's now the next day. We just got our dumpster delivered about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours ago. Working on filling it up. We've already cleared out the front garage in front of the property. Got rid of a bunch of mattresses and junk that was in there. So now we're working on these piles where we knocked down the shed yesterday. And we're not sure how much of this will get done before the dumpster fills up. But the plan is to probably pile up wood that we can burn and get a burn permit and get rid of it that way. But hopefully a lot of this does fit, especially the pieces with the roofing material and anything that's not non-wood, glass and things like that, old windows and doors that were in here. And then if we get a chance to, we'll probably pull out some trash from the back as well. But we probably will have a full dumpster by the time we are done just with these piles over here. So we'll see what happens. I'll show you guys once the dumpster is completely full and if we have anything left on these piles. Alright, so we're about to be done for today. This is still what is left. There's still quite a bit left. We got most of this area cleared out and some height off of that pile. So I can't really tell. Let me see if I can record a little bit up here to see how full it is. So it does look like most of it is full. I can't really see myself, but alright, so we're on day 3 of working on the tear down. So I wanted to record a progress clip. We are definitely making progress. We worked on this a couple hours today. So you can see we've mostly cleared what was the floor of the shed. There's a little chipmunk on the pile right now. I don't know if I'll get it on camera. Right there. Little chipmunk. He's like, what happened to my house? Okay, so we almost got these 2 piles left off of everything. The dumpster is almost full. We have all this random pieces of wood here. We started working on more of the height of these 2. And we're also finding a lot of things that we're keeping. I started filling up some trash bags too, so I can toss in on trash day and help not fill up our dumpster. So this is a small pile of wood that we are keeping. There's also some metal poles there that maybe we could use for something. I found a couple of these little crates that I thought would be fun to keep. Also, we can harvest vegetables with them or display things in our future farm shop. I think we're still working on this little scattered pile here to separate the wood from the roofing material. Let me see. Most of the floor is rotted, so we're probably going to be tossing the floorboards onto the burn pile. We started a burn pile all the way back there. Still have a lot to do on the burn pile, but we're kind of trying to separate what we're going to keep and what we're going to burn and whatever else we can fit into the dumpster. This is another pile of lumber that we're keeping. It's still good solid wood pieces and very strong and sturdy, has no water damage, so we'll keep those. We found some chicken wire, a little tool stand, another one of those wooden crates, so we'll keep those. Let me see over here, this little metal pail, some type of like toolbox, treasure box type of case. We found a saw, not sure if it's working, but we're gonna try it out. Some more propane tanks. Still have to go through this pile. This is another saw. I'm not sure if it's in working condition or not. But this is the main piles that we have to work on is to the left and to the right of this boat, and then getting this floor picked up. And all right. So you can see it is mostly full, but we definitely have a lot more space to work with, especially in all the cracks and crevices. Lots of trash still fits in there, especially the smaller things. So that's why we're trying to keep as much wood as possible, keep all the other cool finds that we want to not get rid of, and then just burn the rest. And these dumpsters, I've seen them in other people's houses. They pile them up really high. So I gotta look up to see how high we can pile this up, but I'm pretty sure we will make do with just the one dumpster. These are very expensive to rent, so it's not like we can just rent another one. But that is our progress for today. I think we're doing pretty good. Most of it is right there, and then the base of the shed. So this is all just firewood over here. We're not getting rid of this. So it's just what you see there, but it's a big difference from yesterday's clip. So today would be day 3 we're working on this. We'll work on it some more tomorrow for day 4. And if we find any other cool things, I will definitely show you. We found this. I think it's for like fishing, maybe a crab net or something, fish net. So we're keeping little things like that that we think we can use ourselves or use for decoration, or maybe even resell eventually if we end up not using it. But that is the update for today. Today is day 4 of working on breaking down and cleaning up the brown shed that was on the property. This is what the dumpster is looking like. We are pretty much just piling up what we could fit on the top and letting like small pieces of things fall through all the cracks and crevices. But we got the 2 piles done that were here yesterday. We got all that done. Our burn pile, you can see, let me try to zoom in. Our burn pile is growing back there, so we put it really far away from the property. This is a keep pile here. That pile over there is a keep pile right here and behind the boat, and then on that side of the boat is also keep piles. And then everything else we're gonna continue working on getting rid of. This was the floor. It's almost halfway off. Most of it is rotted wood, so it's burn pile stuff. There's some really big support beams we're gonna keep. Not sure what we're doing with them. They're super heavy, but they are solid wood. So we'll keep them for something, maybe the base of some garden beds. And here we're just kind of scooping up and filling buckets with some of this stuff. It's like rotted out wood, roofing, some glass mixed in there. So we're just filling buckets up and pouring it into the dumpster. But that is the progress shot for today. This is just a little cluster of things that we're keeping. So that's where we're at so far. I'm not sure how many more days we have left on the rental of the dumpster, but the dumpster is pretty much already full. So I think in the next maybe 2 days, we'll probably call them to go ahead and come take it away, and then we'll take care of the rest. We got pretty much all the trash we wanted to get in there. The rest is all like wood material, so we'll take care of the rest, whether we're keeping it or burning it in our burn pile. So but most of the work is done. It's just cleaning up, raking up the rest of the things. So I think in the next couple days we will be done, especially before the 7-day rental of the dumpster is over. We'll definitely be done before that. Hello guys, welcome back. As you can see, everything looks completely different than the last time that I recorded. We got our first snowfall here in Maine yesterday, October 30th. Today is October 31st, Halloween day. But I wanted to like finish off this video because we have not worked on this for the past couple days. We pretty much finished already. You can see the dumpster is full. I believe it's due to be picked up today. I think today would be the 7th day since they dropped it off. But that's been full for a couple days. We already filled it to the max. And most of the shed is broken down. Let me get a little closer. So you can see, so we still have a little bit of the floor to tear down. You can't really see, everything's covered in snow now, but it was a nice surprise to get our first snow this early. And I think everything looks beautiful. I've been sharing pictures and videos, especially on our Facebook page. So we have this section right here. That's the floor of the shed. That's most of what's left. So we're gonna tear that down on our own time. We're not in a rush. We're keeping most of that wood or otherwise throwing it in the burn pile. So there's really no rush to finish because we have the dumpster already full, ready to be picked up. And then we're keeping a lot of piles of wood that we're gonna repurpose. So what I see us doing with this section here behind the raspberry bushes, I feel like this will be a nice area for some raised garden boxes. I see this being a nice little flower garden, or my husband said maybe some tea. We can grow some tea herbs and do like a flower / tea garden, and maybe some culinary herbs too. But I definitely want to do it on raised beds because I want to keep it away from the floor as possible. We're not really sure. This was like a workshop before. Not sure if there was any like chemical or oil spills or maybe some gasoline spills over the years. So we don't want to plant anything directly into the soil. But I think making some really tall garden beds using some of the wood that we saved, I think would be a good use for this spot. And just kind of like a little garden right here, and then eventually I see cherry trees back there. But I don't know, it's just an idea, and it'll help us utilize some of this wood that we're keeping. We still have to get some of the random things and put them in the garage that got snowed in here. But most of what we're keeping is wood that we can reuse for later. So that is how the dumpster ended up looking. The shed is pretty much all knocked down, and we've separated our little piles of what we're keeping and what is getting burned. We have the burn pile back there. Definitely more space for more wood in there. So we'll pick through the rest of the things that we have in here and stack up that wood pile a little more. I'm not sure if we'll even be burning it at this point this year because it looks like winter has arrived, and it's supposed to warm up by this week. By the end of this week it's supposed to warm up, but it looks like there might be more snow on the forecast for the following week. So that is pretty much it. That was the finished project. We tore most of it down. We got everything we wanted to do with that within the days of them picking up the dumpster, so that is good. We never got to the trash on the back of the property, so that's probably going to just stay there until we feel like getting somebody out here to get rid of it, or if we rent a dumpster again in the future. Not really sure. And we did clear out the front garage, so there's only like a couple pieces of wood in there left. So when we get ready to transform that into our farm shop, that's already pretty much cleared out and ready for us. But look at this view. It's so pretty. It's like a winter wonderland over here. And just wanted to share the progress and give you an update of where we ended up leaving off, because as the weekend came, we didn't really have time to work on it anymore. And then with the snow, we just left it as is for now. They'll pick up the dumpster soon, and then we'll just get working on the rest of it as like on our own time. We're not in a rush to finish it. But that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the progress and seeing all of this beautiful snow that we got yesterday. It's probably going to be melting within the next 2 days. It's supposed to be, I think, like 40 something today, but at nighttime it's going to be very cold. But then like towards the weekend it's supposed to be back to the 50s. So all of this will melt, but it looks like next week we might be getting some more. So that's exciting. I like how it looks, and the kids enjoy playing in the snow as well. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll let you guys in on any other projects that we are doing, and I'll keep you updated on everything going on.